Very good day. This is V. Rama Velavan, Management and Technical Consultant. Today we are going to see on Process Failure Mode Effect Analysis, PFME. This program has been organized by Indian Institute of Plant Engineers, IIPE. To know about them, this body was started in 1971 at Chennai with just 80 members. The main objective of this body is to improve the effectiveness, utilization and productivity with the quality of plant and machinery in manufacture, distribution, service and other industries. IIP has grown to a healthy plant with around 17,000 members. Today it has around 26 chapters all over India. Further, this is my background, having around 8 certifications on lead auditing on various standards, then VDA 6.3 process auditor, lean manufacturing, master trainer Z, QCI. Plexus international body has recognized me as a trainer and coach for IATF 16949 and various standards, and certified IPC specialist for a wiring harness product standard. Having around 35 years of rich hands-on industrial experience, of which 20 years in corporate on R&D, manufacturing, quality, etc. 15 years in training, development, in terms of consulting with various verticals as you see here. So today the score stands at 19,846 members has been trained so far. Consulting projects 119 has been completed and 6 is in process. The projects are like business turnaround projects, setting up the business objectives, laying out the roadmap for them to achieve, and various standards implementation, OEM requirements. My offerings include, broadly I can tell you, on manufacturing process improvements, lean value stream mapping, application of industry engineering concepts like conducting time study, work study, measurement study, deriving the or determining the plant capacity, making the factory as a visual factory. On system implementation, you call any standards, implementing them to get the return on investment for the organization. Ultimately, getting them qualified for a business. Then business process improvements like business process re-engineering, setting objectives, setting RRA for people, etc. On training, technical, anything related to enhancing the technical competence of the people. And with regard to soft skills, empowering the people, making the people employable. With relevant to that, whatever the appropriate training is identified, will be identified, determined, and those things will be offered. So this would be the offering. Function is nothing but the solution what for which what you are working for. Function is what? There is two things. People may get confused between the functional requirements and the requirements of the product. For example, if you have a pen, the pen's functional requirements is to write. Other requirements is the pen should be of the diameter of 10 mm, the length should be of 15 centimeters or so. These are all requirements for manufacturing the pen. But basically what the pen function is, it has to write. So you need to understand for what function this product is being made. So the FMA will, the objective of the FMA is to identify the functions of the products or steps of your process, the associated potential failure, etc. Then if at all failure comes, what will be the detection mechanism, and how to prioritize which one to take first. Then there is a foundation FMEA, in the sense people will be having some family of product, and you can have some foundation FMEA for that. Overall, or some FMEA you can do based on the model minor differences. You can fine tune your FMEA for the part number wise. That is the thing it is told here. Then when all the what are all the cases you will be using this FMEA? Sorry. Case one is new design, new technology, or new process. Whenever you are going to do some new design, new technology, new process, you can apply FMEA. You have to apply FMEA. New application of the existing design. In the existing design or the process, if you wanted to apply new application, that time you have to do FMEA. And engineering changes. Already there is a design, there is a process on which you wanted to do some engineering changes. Whenever you do some changes, no, it may influence some other defect. Sometimes you go for fever, the doctor will give you ulcer. Whenever you take some pill for fever, he may be giving some antibiotic. Antibiotic is acidic based, but if you don't take antacid along with that, you will get ulcer. So you are doing some change in your product. Whenever there is a change, there is a possibility of influencing some other defect also. So that also you have to do. Whenever that things happen, you have to do FMEA. When you are doing FMEA, you have to start with the project planning. Project planning, here we talk about 5 T's. 5 T's are intent. Here intent T is 1 T. Intent T is 1 T. Timing, team, task, tools. So first of all, intent is what? Objective. Lakshya. Kurikol. Intent is objective, Lakshya, Kurikol. Timing, you know that. Team. Who are all the team will be better for carrying out this particular project? For each team member, what are all the tasks to be given? There may be a tooling person. He need to be given some task on tool development related task. And there may be a quality person. He need to read the drawing and tell them what is really important here. If there are any concern area, he need to come out with that. Likewise, each and every process member should participate. Production, quality, maintenance. You have to bring the team member. Each team member should have the task. Then tools. Here the tool is what kind of analysis tool you will be using. There is something called YY analysis, 8D analysis. Likewise, what kind of tools, fault tree analysis. What kind of tools you will be using for analyzing a defect or a failure. Okay, so this is where intent is why are we doing this, when it is due, who needs to be done, what work needs to be done by them, how do we conduct the analysis. This is what it is. The 7-step approach goes like this. In one shot, I will give you a clean explanation of this. You will get the background. Based on the background, if I proceed further, you may be able to understand better. First step is whenever you start for a project, you have to plan what for this project is being done. As I told you, you are going to design a product. Now we are going to focus on process only, but I will tell you how this process is getting birth from the design. So once you understand this, automatically the process of FMEA will be very, very simple. First of all, what is this product? What we are going to expect out of this product? So for that, you need to plan with the product name, which customer you are going to work for, what the customer is expecting out of it, the part number, etc., etc. That has to be planned here. Then comes the structure analysis. In structure analysis, structure means what? There is a building structure. In the building, you have kitchen, hall, bedroom, puja room, and whatnot. Okay, this is the structure of one building. Similarly, when you prepare a product, in process FMEA, a product completely comes out from a production line. It travels some 10 to 20 process step. It travels some 10 to 20 process step. First, it enters as a raw material. It enters into process step 1. From there, it run through around step 10 or step 25. Ultimately, it is coming out of the line. Whatever is coming out of the line, which you are going to sell, that is called process item. That is called process item. That is, it is the output of the multiple step. It is called process item. And each process step, it traveled, like it enters a cutting section, milling section, machining section, then assembly section. Each process step, whatever I named, no, that is called process step or process element. Process step or process element. Each process step has minimum 4 M's to operate. Each process step will have material, machine, method, and or not. Machine is there, method is there, material is there, man is there. Okay, minimum 4. You can add etc. In one of the things is you can add environment, you can add measurement itself. Okay, all these 4M is called a process work element. The output is process item. Output is process item. Each process step is called a process element. Each process element is being made by process for work element. Okay, first of all, we need to understand the structure. The idea of understanding the structure is what are all the things responsible for making the product. So each step, when I go in detail, no, you will be able to understand. Now I am creating a background for this. You need not break your head much here. Just try to understand what I am trying to tell. Then when I go to the each step, explaining the each step, you will be able to understand. Then we are coming to functional analysis. When you said process item, say for example, there is a pen, I said. Okay, pen. What is the function of the pen? It has to write. Process item is pen. The function of the item is writing. That is function. For this pen to manufacture, no, there will be each and every step. The barrel, no, one barrel will be there. That barrel will be manufactured by some machine. Okay, a process step will be there. Let us assume there is one cutting process. There is a long tube has come. The tube has been cut. So there is a cutting process. One process is cutting. This process step cutting is one of the process work process element. Okay, process element. Now for cutting this particular thing, there will be some machine will be used. A person will be used. A machine is one work element. A person is also an work element. The environment or the material, whatever you are using, no, that is also one work element. In this material, you need to understand raw material is considered to be okay, but you more than the raw material, the consumables whatever you are using, no. For example, in the cutting section, you may be using lubricant oil. That lubricant oil quality is important. The pH value of the lubricant oil quality is important. So you have to, in the structural analysis, the lubricant oil you have to take rather than the material of the component itself. That kind of consumable, whatever the consumable you are using, that quality is responsible for making this process to turn into a good product. So function of the work element. So you got the pen. Pen function is writing. Then there is a barrel was there. Barrel has to be cut. Process element cutting is one process. Then each and every process is being done by one machine or man minimum. The man is a process work element and the machine is process work element. So machine has to cut in such a way that there is no burr. It has to cut. Man has to follow the SOP. This is the function of the functional analysis. The negative of whatever the function you said, that is all failure analysis. Failure analysis is very, very simple. What should happen if that doesn't happen, it's a failure. What should not happen, if that is happening, is a failure. Understand? You are putting the ignition key, the car has to start and run. If the car is not starting and running, it's a problem. The car is running now, I am applying the brake, it has to stop now. When it is not stopping, it is a failure. Very simple. What should happen if it is not happening is a failure. What should not happen if that is happening is a failure. So first of all, you need to understand these two things. Then, if at all a failure happens, what is the risk? Okay, fine. A failure has happened. What is the risk? Okay, that severity we have to address. What is the occurrence level we have to address. Then in the optimization case, for all the risk, you will have a you will have the action plan. How you will address this risk to minimize the risk. That is the optimization. Optimization is a word neatly coined. See, we cannot avoid the risk totally. We cannot avoid the risk totally. We can have a mitigation plan for that. Okay. So that is the reason optimization is a via media term. It is not totally avoided or it is not totally not taken action. It is a via media. It is in between. How you will optimize, and you now we have to start learning to work along with this corona. Corona will be coexisting with us. So how you will work along with this corona? What will be your optimization plan? You cannot totally sit idle. So whenever go out, you need to go out, wear the face mask, have social distance, unnecessarily don't touch anything. Likewise, you have to take some optimization plan, then you have to work. Then at last, result documentation area, we will say, once this project is over, what are all the risks you have encountered? For all those risks, what you have done as a mitigation plan. That okay. Now, for any queries, you can contact my mobile number 98402 and mail me at ram@jvrconsultants.net. Thank you.